Okay, I'm recording. Hello.
Right.
So yeah, with the first interaction, since we're not really gonna go too in depth over it, because I'd be jumping back way too long. Um, let me think. So with that first interaction, um, I think at that point, it was really just going back to him to inform him that you delivered that handkerchief from Rainier, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. You guys actually haven't interacted with Rainier like at all since the first few sessions.
Yeah, but then I remembered he exists and I was like, give me your handkerchief, bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got it. It's that easy.
Yep, yep. Yeah. I think that when you took it back to him, he would have just he would have like I mentioned before, he would have asked if you were interested in any further jobs, which I believe you told me that Atreus would have been to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he really would have told you much more than that, really. Um, and we know now what then future jobs were.
Whew. All right.
Yes. Which to recap, I'll read the thing again just to recap for the recording. Um, so again, what he said was, this mission is so easy a gang of street urchins could pull it off. I want you to deliver an expose to Gacty Bust, the publisher of a local broadsheet called the Waterdeep Wazoo, without his knowing who wrote it or where it came from. You'll find his office at the corner of Eymar Street and Stein Street in the North Ward. Leave a story on his desk. And out of his head, right next to Telescope Alley again.
Woohoo.
Wonderful. So, yeah. I really don't know how far back are we jumping. Like, that's right. He told you about that the day before Greengrass. So when would Atreus actually gone to?
Um,
That's right.
he would have
There's
thought it was an easy mission and just done it as soon as he could
yeah,
have.
yeah. So we're hopping back then to the day right before Greengrass. Um, or would he have done it at night when there would probably be no one there?
Oh, at night, 100%.
Okay, I understand.
Uh,
All right then.
so,
So yeah.
first thing Atreus would do, turn into a squirrel.
Yeah. I gotta read like this. Check out. So yeah.
Hell
As he headed down Amber Street, he it's pretty easy to spot where the place is, even though you've probably never even known it existed or cared about it. You do spot a building on the corner with a sign in the window marking it as the Waterdeep Wazoo exclamation mark TM Office of Galaxy Rotor Bust. And
yeah.
it's like a pretty tiny building. Like if it's not a one room, there's probably like one more room you gotta get into. Yeah.
Hmm.
And yeah. If he does he just go up and shut the door or anything?
Yes, immediately. Just is the door unlocked?
Just is the door unlocked?
It,
No, it's not unlocked. It is indeed
mm,
locked.
can Atreus see any entry point for a tiny creature?
Hmm. Um, how tiny of a creature are we talking? I know you can turn
Like
into a spider.
from anything from scorpion to squirrel.
Okay. Let's me think. You could maybe squeeze under the door. Maybe.
Oh, as a scorpion, big brain. All right.
Are scorpions particularly good at squeezing through small spaces?
I don't know. They're fucking bugs, man.
Good point. Good
Fucking
point.
get everywhere.
Okay. In that case, what is it? What is the check typically for like squeezing through a smaller space than you? Let me see.
Hmm.
5e
At
squeezing. Squeezing check.
great.
What is squeezing? Squeezing to a smaller space. Okay, let's see. Okay. A creature can squeeze to a space that is large enough for a creature one size smaller than it. Which, wait, you'd be turning into a tiny creature, wouldn't you? Huh. We'll go with it. Oh. Yeah, you don't gotta make a roll at all. You just work. We're warming right through it.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright. Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna
it's
keep
like
that in mind.
it only really becomes it's only makes it difficult when you're doing it in combat because it makes you spend one extra foot for every foot so it doubles your it's
I
basically
see.
it's
Difficult
basically
terrain.
a difficult terrain and you have disadvantage
Hmm.
on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws. So if you gotta make
I
any of
see.
those in here, you know that.
Uh, that won't be nice, but hopefully it's just nothing that eats scorpions around.
Yeah, um hmm. I'm gonna say so yeah, as you squeeze through here, the place said it was closed, but as soon as you like squeeze through, you do notice there's at least one or two halflings in here who are like working late, like sitting at desks. Well, there's a few like desks along the walls, just with products and papers unfinished for laying on the desks, which you would actually be able to see above the desks. But yeah, give me a stealth check to see if you slip by them without them noticing the scorpion on the floor.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
It's
Oh, I didn't. I didn't think
just a
this
stealth.
through.
It's just a stealth check.
It's just
Oh,
yeah, but
actually, I want to do a thing. I want to do a thing while I have you here. We're going to I'm going to test the card inspiration with you. I'll have you draw another card when we do the session tomorrow, but I'll give you one card for this. So let's see what I get here. I gotta get them. I was flattening them. Please hold. All right. Let's see. Let's see what you get here. Gonna shuffle these. I can't really shuffle like proper cards because I made of paper. Oh, actually, that looks is pretty fitting. You get the naturalist card.
what does that do?
You can when you use it, you have advantage on either a medicine or a nature roll.
Ah, my favorites.
Yes. And if you don't end up using that this time with here, which I doubt you will, you can keep it for the next. So that'll be 2 of 5 cards you have. All right.
All right.
So you got that. You can mark that in your notes if you want to. So yeah, give me a stealth check, friend. My arachnid
alright.
friend. Are scorpions
So,
arachnids?
it's technically,
Yeah,
maybe.
okay. Make the check.
Okay. All right. I don't want to do this.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yep. No one noticed you.
thank God.
Actually,
Thank
I
God.
kind of planned ahead, even for I knew you were gonna wild shape, so I planned ahead to make the check easier. It's normally a DC 15, so you would have passed it anyway, if you just slipped
Thank
by in full
God.
form.
Oh, a scorpion fucking stomps on it, turns into a
Fuck.
fucking man. Literally turns into a man.
Keep in mind
Bruh.
for a halfling, a scorpion's bigger than it would be for us.
Oh fuck. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean
Uh,
they're not tiny, but yeah. So yeah, you notice the in the back there's another door for marked with Gaxley's name, and you can just scuttle over and slurp the door.
all right.
Yep.
I'll leave the paper on his desk. Is there any other interesting papers on the desk?
It's just like it's like typical boring paper stuff. You notice that there's a I'm assuming he left Waterdeep, didn't he? When he got in?
Uh,
I mean
I'll
you would
say
have had
yes.
you would have had to get the paper out of your body. Wouldn't you?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah.
unless I was carrying in a megalon.
Just the paper spilling across the floor. Yeah, there's not really anything that pressing, I'd say. There's a few like you notice a paper talking about the fireball, of course, and developments from that case. Uh, Connected to that, stuff about the Growlthans. Um, and probably like a something that's a bigger project talking about the Vault of Dragons in general. Do you want to look at the paper JB gave you? The expose?
Atreus kind of glances at it,
Yeah.
and he looks like he really debates it. And fuck it, man.
It's,
might
it's
as
just
well.
it's just like a
He didn't
folder.
say it. Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't say I couldn't.
Yeah. It's not like he'll notice if you look or anything. But yeah, just perusing over it, glancing through it, you notice it is an expose on devil worship among unnamed noble families. And
I see.
specifically notes about large orgies and secret deals behind closed doors. Probably with devils. So I'm assuming he
Atreus
just
is gonna close that folder back up.
yeah. So I'm assuming
Gonna
he
leave
leaves
that.
on the desk
Yeah.
and slips back to the.
Well, before that, I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm personal privacy. What's that? Can I try and see if there's anything in the drawers interesting,
In the drawers.
like of the desk and shit?
Oh. Hmm. Let me. Hmm. Let me look.
Hey, take your time.
Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Please hold for a moment. uh, Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna roll a thing. Let's see. Ooh, all right. So yeah, you looking through the drawers. You don't really notice much of anything important. Just like some moderately expensive looking pens and stuff, papers, parchment. But one thing you do notice specifically is in one of the drawers, you find uh an opaque black piece of obsidian, kind of perfectly worn away into this oval shape. It's probably worth about 10 GP.
Interesting. All right, Atreus looks at it, kind of nods. Closes up the drawers. Doesn't take it.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't
Okay.
take it.
Yeah. All right.
But
Damn party having actual law following shit.
nah. I just wanted to see if there was any tea. Got
Jesus.
any secrets in there?
Spill the teases.
Exactly. Anyway, yeah. Then I scorpion eyes uh and go
Goddamn
back out.
scorpion.
Exactly. I use my changeling feature to change shape into Scorpion.
Yes, that's how that
Yeah.
works. Might as well be. Okay. So yeah, give me another
Just a
stealth check.
really good changeling.
Slipping back to
Oh,
the main
fuck.
place. Give me another stealth check.
I forgot I had to do another one of these.
Let's see what you get.
Fuck, I'm upset with myself. I forgot about something I have.
Oh,
Uh, yeah. Uh, I'm I'm just gonna roll stealth check and hope.
go ahead. Raise RNG. Ooh.
Great. Should have done the other
So,
thing.
so yeah, as you like slip under the door, one of the halflings happens to turn around, getting up from the desk, and ah, notices the scorpion on the floor. What do you do?
Uh, first I click my claws and like kind of wave my tail to intimidate it. Fuck.
Roll intimidation.
Okay. No, fuck. Why?
So,
Please, God.
you just I love how scared you are. So the halfling like kind of warily walks up to you and like kind of actually I'm he's gonna like try and grab at you. I'm gonna I'm just gonna use a commoner roll for like a I'm gonna do an attack roll and see if he grapples you. He doesn't probably like not trying to kill you, but uh I'll just make a dexterity check. Two.
Swear to God. Oh, thank God.
So he like kind of shakily tries to swipe and grab you, and he just completely misses. You dodge out of the way.
Uh,
What do you do?
fuck it. I'm just gonna take the opportunity attack and try to run.
Okay.
I'll try and run under the door, under the door outside.
He stumbles and falls down as you run past. And you get out the door.
Can I stop by the door and taunt him?
Wait, what?
I want to like flick my claws at him
Click clack.
under the door, like fucking taunting him, and then I run. I'm
You
out of
just
there.
you just gave this halfling an interesting night. Interesting end of the night.
Hell yeah.
As you just slip out the door, you I'm assuming he like goes around the corner and then turns back, maybe.
Uh, yeah, probably get a little farther than that, but yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as you as you turn back, like hang on a little bit, you you notice the door open for the place, and the halfling just like kind of warily look around on the floor on the ground, and just oh, think about that, and just shake his head and closes the door, locks it again, and heads off. But as you're like peeking around a corner, you you hear a familiar voice. He claps and says, "Well done, my friend." From behind you.
Oh, oh, were you watching that?
Yes,
Just gonna
indeed I
turn
was.
around.
And yes, it is indeed JB sitting there in the alley with you. That's quite a useful talent you have there, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
Quite easy,
I,
did I tell you?
yes, indeed so.
Lovely. Oh, in that case, Um, I'm trying to remember if he actually like promised to give you. Did he promise to give you anything for this, or I completely forget?
Vaguely, vaguely, he was like, "Hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours." Was the gist of what he said.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, he says, and he kind of like adjusts his white bowler hat, and says, "Well, I think with both of those jobs that I've given you, I think you've quite proven that I can trust you to some degree. I have to admit, I have not been perfectly honest with you to some degree.
Oh,
Shocking, right?" And he uh he takes his hat and turns it, and it turns into this wide-brimmed hat, ending in 2 points, with a feather attached to it, and he himself transforms from a human into a drow, about
oh,
5'10", standing in front of you.
wow.
It's nice to meet you in my truth, my friend. And hold on, I'll give you an image.
All right.
Uh, I'll just find the thing and show it to you. Uh, Character artwork and show to players. There we go. There you go. There he is.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
Oh,
I do have to
have
ask,
you?
were you the one trying to recruit, uh, Cloud?
You're quite observant, aren't you? Yes. Do you know who I am?
Not really, but drow following a half drow, I could guess.
Do you wanna make a check to see if you know who he is? I'm not sure
Oh,
if you've actually heard of him in
I
session.
haven't. I haven't.
I'm not sure. If
So
you've heard, yeah, I don't know if you've heard of him in character or out of character.
who knows? Just a history, you
Yeah,
said?
make a history check.
Easy.
17. Yeah, you know who this is. This is Jarlaxle Bainray.
Oh,
As Robert accurately guessed. um, he is indeed the leader of the. Ooh, that scared me. He is the leader of the Brigandareth, as I'm sure you guessed. And he says, um, as I said, I think I can trust you to some degree. You've shown yourself to be amicable to these kinds of jobs. So, I would like to offer you a position in the Brigandareth, despite you not quite matching the kind of people we associate with.
what is the Bergen there? Do I know that?
I'm pretty sure you were there when the Blackstaff talked about it, weren't you? Um,
I was. Maybe I just forgot.
let
Big
me,
brain.
like, you know, they're basically like, it wouldn't be wrong to compare them to the Zentarum, but they're like,
Hmm.
they're less do whatever someone wants for gold and more like, shady mercantile, kind of. Like, they
Mm,
have more direct goals than just spreading influence and stuff. And
I see.
they aren't completely just evil. They're like, they're more neutral, I imagine. It's a better way to explain
Hmm.
it.
I- Atreus kind of strokes his chin, thinks for a moment, before asking, "What exactly are your goals? May I ask? I have to say, I am not too sure after reading the
Ah,
what
you
you
read
reported.
you read the expose, did you?
Well,
Quite scandalous
you didn't
stuff.
say I couldn't.
Quite scandalous
Yes.
stuff. Nobles in Waterdeep worshipping devils. Fascinating. I always love to sow some unrest among the noble families. They're quite
Is it
despicable.
true?
Oh yes. In
Can I
fact,
insight on one then?
oh yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, I rolled a
He's
2.
you can't read this guy. You have
Damn.
no idea. It says in fact, I left them unnamed, but I have my suspicions that these nobles specifically are the castle hunters. But no, nevertheless, let's get back to the proper business here. Whether you take up my offer or not, I have made some promises to you and your friends. I said before that I wanted to serve as something of a sponsor for your tavern, and I am willing to fund. In fact, I have the money on me right now. But I don't really care, honestly, of having a business partnership. And he indeed takes a he clasps a bag of coins off of his belt and passes it over to you.
He takes it and will look inside.
Atreus nearly has a heart attack as he realizes this is 20 platinum coins.
Oh, wait, 20 plat?
20 platinum.
Um, uh, Atreus,
I think that should more than cover the expenses of your tavern, should it not?
Atreus kinda gulps and nods and says, "Yes, this should be satisfactory. Should I
Wonderful.
put it down as a donation for now?"
If you'd like to. But how do you feel about my offer? I was quite hoping that your friend Cloud would join us, but not all drow are amicable to our cause, and I believe changelings aren't always seen in the best light either in the surface. To answer your question of our goals, truly, our only goals are to connect the drow to the surface in more peaceful ways than most, I suppose you could say. Although we do what we must to get by.
I see.
We're a lot more honorable than the cutthroats in Taharim, I can tell you that.
Well,
But it's up to you.
I'm glad to hear, and I'll seriously consider your offer,
Hmm.
Mr. Nefica. And he kind of gives him a little. He holds out his hand for a shake.
I'll be Jarlaxle, he says, and shakes your hand.
All right, so keep that in mind. Till we meet again, and kind of gives him a nod.
Mm-hmm. And he nods to you as well. And he speaks up and says, "Oh, and keep this between me and you, please. Your friends do not seem quite as eager to get along with us."
Of course.
He nods to you. I hope you can get back to me soon on this offer, because if you're willing, I already have another mission, more a more proper task. If you're willing to join us, but if not, then that is your decision to make.
Of course, I'm most likely going to accept, but I believe I'd like some time to think.
Mhm. It is mildly time sensitive, but I can give you about a 10-day to think, if you wish.
That will be plenty of time.
Wonderful. I will see you around then. And he grabs his cloak and pulls it up over himself and vanishes.
All right. Uh,
He's
Atreus
gone, fam.
will begin to walk home.
Alright.
The troll skull.
You're only like a couple blocks away at most.
Yeah, so it's pretty fast.
Yep.
Am I being trailed?
Um, give me a perception check.
Okay. I rolled a 10. Oh,
+9, wow.
I have expertise.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, like you've seen before the trowel on top of the rooftops, but you don't see anything currently, even with a 19. So you're fairly confident
Okay.
you're fine.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on myself.
Oh, alright.
I would like to go to the Yawning Portal.
Oh, alright.
If I can, I'd like to move there semi-stealthily.
Okay. Yeah, with Pass Without Trace, I'll say you can get there pretty easily without being seen. It's like pretty much across the city, but you're fine. Yeah, especially with it getting late, you can get there pretty easily. You as you walk into the Yawning Portal, it's pretty quiet and down for the night. Most people who are staying have retired to their rooms. The flames in the tap room are burning pretty dimly. And you see Durden himself working the bar currently. He kind of
Is
nods
it?
to you as you walk in, and what do you say?
I give him on, but do I happen to see Yalester here? Jalester?
Jalester.
Yeah.
Give me a D100.
Okay.
Just to see if he. No, you don't see him here.
All right. Atreus
You got
is
pretty
going
close. I was gonna say it was like a 60% chance. So
Damn.
yeah.
Atreus takes a pen and paper out of his out of his satchel, and
Mhm.
it will quickly begin writing down a note that essentially says uh explaining the offer he just received and how this could be an in on on
Ooh.
something big,
Okay.
and he leaves it with Durnan
Oh,
with one platinum.
I think you would know that Jalester stays in the unknown portal, so you could probably
Oh,
just go up to his room and slip under the door.
perfect. I'll do exactly that.
Yeah, you can go up to the third floor, and I think you would know which room.
He also writes that further correspondence should be in secret, and
Right.
then
Right,
yep,
good.
we'll slip the note under the door.
All right, awesome. All right then. Is there anything
All
else to
right.
look through?
Uh, yes. So first of all, I'm just gonna put the money in my inventory real quick so I don't forget about that. Because
25
totally not gonna
platinum.
put that for the tavern. That's totally not going to the tavern. I'm kidding.
That's like
But still.
double what the tavern requires, actually.
Yeah, I know. That's why, of course, I'm gonna get some myself, But
Covers cost
but
you astronomically a bit.
yeah, I'll finally have some money. Uh,
Some.
for a moment. Uh, But yeah, aside from that, uh, first of all, I would like to use the feature I get from my background,
Yes. What is
uh,
that?
which uh is called Researcher.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I would like to attempt to recall pieces of information, or at least where could I find that information on nobles and possibly their underground dealings.
Oh. Hmm. Um. So you're actually interested in investigating the castle hunter thing, then?
Yeah.
Um. Hmm. Good question. Um. Hmm. Well, from what you heard, the. Actually, let me read that. I'll see. Where and whom you get it from? Come in a library, scriptorium, university, or sage, or other land person or creature. Hmm. Hmm. Let me think about that. Actually, actually, I will give you this. You know that you've lived in Waterdeep for a while, right?
Yes.
I think I asked it every session.
Yes. I think I'm the only one that chose to be a native, even though I think I know the least about Waterdeep.
Well, Leo's native too, but yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Sorry, Leo
Um,
joined later, so I didn't hear that part.
yeah. So, yeah, I think you would have known for a while ago. You heard you've heard rumors of the Castellanter's children disappearing mysteriously. They say that they died of illness, but it's been repeated over the years. And
Hmm.
with the rumors now of devil worship, it's if you want to give me um either a religion or arcana check, I can give you a bit more.
Gladly. I'll give you a Arcana.
All right.
So what's my religion? Shit, never mind.
Oh, you know that if you were to assume they were sacrificing the children to devils, then this would most likely be them trying to contact an archdevil, like one of the actual demon lords of the devil lords of the Nine Hells, possibly even Asmodeus himself.
I see.
And
Uh,
you know what? You've seen Victoria Castellanter before, and he always carries around this staff with this red gem on top. And uh, you've heard tales that something akin to this has been seen on avatars of Asmodeus himself.
I'm going. Atreus quickly takes out another piece of paper, writes that down in Druidic,
Okay.
and will put. He takes off his shoe, uh, folds the paper, puts it in the shoe, puts his shoe back on, and that's where
Oh,
the note
all
will
right then.
stay.
All right. Awesome.
I. This is scary to know. Okay.
um, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
one more thing. As my background as a an astronomer,
Mhm.
Would I know where I could buy a astrolabe?
Oh yeah,
All
it's
right,
pretty easy. There's shops everywhere in Waterdeep, pretty much. I'd
all
imagine.
right, perfect, perfect. I'd like to buy a 25 GP astrolabe
Awesome.
for a spell. Pog.
All right, you can go ahead and spend that then.
All right.
We're gonna have to retcon a little bit now, because he now has that that platinum way earlier than, well, not way earlier, but prior to last session stuff. So yeah, gonna have to mention that
Well,
next
was
tomorrow.
was Atreus around for
Was he around? Would he have been gone?
was
Get the
uh
previous days? I know no,
I
he would have been with the party though after this for the opera though. So there's that.
I see.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to unless you would say
But
he hid it from him.
but the second job comes from after the opera, right?
No, because okay, so if he would have gone that the night that he got the gym mission, it would have been the night before the opera, because that was on
I see.
green grass.
Oh. Wait,
Yeah,
but why does was there? Oh yeah, the paying for that. Yeah, right. Well, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. He would have kept this money a secret for a little bit after learning where it's coming from.
Okay, fair enough. We can do it that next session then if he wants to reveal that. All right,
If he wants to reveal that smile.
if he wants to reveal it, sure.
I feel like that's very scary
Just
information to have
just
control of.
just decides not to open the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
Run with the 20 platinum. I retire the character.
Well, if you play your cards right, you might get 500,000 dragons,
Hell.
which that'd be 500 platinum. So,
Yeah. Fucking hell.
so is there anything else you wanted to do?
After that, I think I'm good. I think I'm good for now.
Actually, I will put up one more thing. If you recall correctly, the first thing that JB asked you to do, he actually suggested that you get the handkerchief from Victoria Castle Manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, and that's what's weird now.
Mm.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Rude.
All right. We can deal with the repercussions of this stuff next session then. All right. Which is tomorrow. You'll be available tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna end recording now.